Welcome to the stream, everybody. I am recording this live, but if you're tuning in on YouTube, thanks for checking out the video. This is Ebontis here. We're going to be doing a solo Nightfall run through with you guys for the Tree of Probabilities. Now, just to preface this for you guys, this is not a high-speed, ultimate high-score run. This is a I want to survive a Nightfall run, and this is a guide of what to expect. Now, if you take this information into a group, you can be like, okay, once you're at this level, you're going to have these enemies spawn. Once you're at this level, you're going to have these enemies spawn. We can skip here, we can go here. Trying to help you make the most efficient run possible. So take all the information I go with and then put it to use as best as possible. But Tree of Probabilities, I'm on my Titan, just what I typically run with. I actually need to go through with my Hunter and just build one. Because, well, I had a Hunter as basically my main on PS4. That was going to be the last one I've done on PC and just haven't got around to it. Why my cursor was on his crotch? I don't know. Skip that part. But we're going to go good old Better Devils, Manon, and Curtain Call. This would probably be able to run for Prestige run as well. I would probably run a Void Curtain Call because if you do need to put a lot of damage into on a Prestige, the Minotaurs, they have Void Shields. My Arc Manon is good for the Harpies. Most of those are going to be manageable with a, energy weapon. I would probably save the Beast mode for, a Minotaur that's going to hit a little bit harder. Typically running Crest of Alpha Lupi for your Lupi, however you want to say it. It's up to you. Feel free to correct me in the comments. That's fine. Basically, the reason I run this one is the Healing Pulse when you drop your Barricade. Your Barricade comes up fairly frequently, and it's a way to get your health back if for some reason you're in a tough spot. So it's a nice way to get a health boost. Also, I like Striker, Double Grenades, and occasionally that Slam will still serve you well. So, just making sure there's no random sounds going on in my house because I've got my headset on. But outside of that, we are going to jump in. So I'll see you guys in the inside of the strike. Let's get going. All right, Guardians. So once you come in, if you run through the center, you can kill a bunch of enemies, which will make some of it quicker. Or if you run to the outside, you can have the enemies kind of face you later on. It's really up to you. You're going to be dealing with them one way or another. The only difference is if you run through the middle, you're going to have a couple of those Scorpius cannons to deal with, and they can hit fairly hard. So just be careful about that. Now, if you want to get some orbs generated, take your time, kill a bunch of enemies, and you've got somebody with you, then it's a decent time to build up some points, have a little fun, and not hopefully die. If you're going by yourself, you might want to run with a group in the outside, or if you're running, with a group. Yeah, I can't talk right now, so forgive my poor speaking. I've been doing it all day long for work, so excuse me. So as you guys can see, there's a few enemies over there, so watch out for all the grenades. They sure love throwing them. Apparently they went to Dreg Grenade Throwing School. I throw that out there, but if you guys knew Dregs in Destiny 1, they threw grenades like it was going out of style. Now, there's a reason I'm killing all these guys here. You're going to have to kill most of them anyway. So it's kind of a way to build up your super, for one, with all the orbs you're probably going to get to drop. The main thing you want to watch out for is these guys. Whatever you're going to do, on either side, you're going to have one of those things to fight. Decent amount of ammo, and let's head on around. Now, as I've killed a decent amount of the enemies already, there's less I'm going to fight. If you want to run along the outside, that's fine. You're just going to have a lot of enemies that come up from both sides. And at this point, I can have a fairly straightforward attack on this final section without dealing with so much insanity. Now, here I'm going to have a couple stragglers that ran to the outside. It's not nearly as bad as like half the fleet coming in and flanking you in the back. Now, one thing you want to look for is the Colossus. So you can put some damage in occasionally. This is again where the arc comes into play. You can drop his shield every so often, so he's not totally, tuned in on you. So you can get a decent view of him. That'd be beneficial. Where did he go? You do have to kill all these enemies to actually open the gate. So just be in mind you can't just run up there and open it. You got to find, for one, it's good to spot those Scorpius and hopefully not die. This is again why that wall has some benefits. Try and find your Scorpius in the back. They'll both be back there, but from a distance, they're pretty painless. Try and find your Colossus again. Put a nice little shot into his shield. Now, if you just want to focus the Colossus, that's fine too. I totally don't blame you. But sometimes he's going to go into hiding. So use that time to pick off these couple side enemies. Thank you guys for tuning in to chat. I appreciate it. It's a good time to sit here and try not to die, as I've got some viewers checking me out. That's a good way to almost get your head blown off. That's why I do that, though. That comes up often. I can use it quickly and still get my health back. There we go. Why that didn't give me an orb, I do not know. Colossus will still be up here. Also, apparently one legionary who's just, you know, wants to be a baller. He's out here, cruising for a bruising. Rockets are fun, but I tend not to like to take those head on. But rock grenades do pretty well against the Colossus, so we'll finish him up. And at this point, oh, one punch. There we go. Grab some ammo, and the door should open. Takes a few minutes, but you gotta do it. Alright, so, one thing to know. I've told you guys before that when it comes to the Infinite Forest in the previous strike, which the other one is a Garden World, you have to kill a couple of Cyclops in the end, and they can kill you pretty well. Now, this one you've got about 5 sections to it, but if you make it to the last section, it actually counts as a checkpoint. So running for it actually has some benefit. Now, when you come through here, you don't have anything crazy. Now, all the way across the way, you can actually see that one. Once you get to that section, you're spawned in and good to go. So if you're going to try and run and skip as much as possible, there's some benefit to it. So, I'm going to show you guys, hopefully, some options, how this will hopefully be doable if I don't get picked off by some Scions. Run on through, pop a wall behind me, and then open the next one. Now remember, you can get shot in the back, so just be aware. Also a good time to have those arc ones. If you got some harpies, they go down quick. But again, you can get shot in the back, so be aware. Now again, you're always looking for that next door. Same thing here. You don't have to do any of the points where you have to kill any of the elites just to open the door. You can literally run straight for every door throughout this entire strike. I don't know why they don't limit that, yet they do that on, like, other things. You'd think it would be harder the other way. Once you get into a safe point, you can work on your 2 enemies that apparently want to be up close and in my face. Take a couple seconds, give me some orbs. And remember, a lot of things can shoot you from the back, so just be ready to move and watch your cover from up front. And again, take a look at where your door is going to be. Find those 2 beams in the air. Apparently I can go up, but I can also just go over here. So I'm just going to keep landing, running along the outside, and again, running straight for the doors. If you can make it to that last one, even if you die, you'll get the checkpoint, makes life easier. It just saves you some time. Get over here, crouch, especially if 2 factions are going at it, nothing to worry about. And again, make sure you got cover at your back and pick off a couple enemies you might be facing before you can go up. Now, some of the worst ones are like this, where you literally have to climb up before you can even get visibility. It's one of the harder ones to deal with. Now I've got people shooting from the previous section to the next section. Getting a little crazy here. Just be aware you can still be shot in the back, but it's still worth trying to climb through most of these and seeing if you can get to the door. The door is all the way across the way. So again, just take an outside path. Sometimes stuff like this will just be wide open if you've pulled the enemies to the front. Not always going to be this easy, and honestly, if you just want to take your time and kill the enemies, and if you're with a group, you can probably kill lots of enemies and get more points, and I would suggest it for prestige. Work together, kill a lot of things quickly, and you're going to be better off. But if you're running solo, you're never going to have enough time anyway, so you may as well just skip what you can. Alright, so now this point, I've got the gate that's going to get me to that next checkpoint, as it's my last one to get to. Just run straight for it. Once you open the door and kind of get onto this next phase, you will have hit a checkpoint, so you will be through. So remember, at this point, if you need to drop a healing well, a wall, just to survive this little section, in case it gets a little hairy, you're good. But make sure you run up here. Now, where it says disable the barrier, you've hit a checkpoint. Now, you're going to have to kill every enemy in this section, so you may as well take your time, stay in some cover, let some of the enemies come to you. They're going to be above, around, all over the place. So just kind of shift around for a little while. Try not to fall down. It kind of sucks to defeat your progress. And the funny thing is, if you actually die, you won't have anything behind you that can kill you anymore either. But your legionaries will be around, but you guys see the snipers, try and find those and pick them off early. It'll help you a little bit. If you got somebody who wants to come at your back or throw a grenade onto your head, just like that. Unfortunately, the legionary grenades actually are sticky, so they'll attach to you if they actually get a chance. Now, if you get to kill a Scion straight away, it's always fun to get that nice explosive shot on a Scion's head when they're trying to snipe you. I'm like, sorry, but no. And apparently sometimes the guys glitch out a little bit when trying to warp. Don't mind that. But again, just take your time. You have to kill them all, so there's literally no point in rushing to, like, get to the door without killing everything. Just see if you got angles on people. Stay in some cover. Try not to get exposed like I've got a Scion above me. Apparently there's a lot of enemies down there, so hopefully some grenades can work some magic for me. There we go. A couple orbs. Little dude with a tiny bit of health. I'm good on super energy, though. So this last section, just work your way around nice and slow. Find your scion. What's up, dude? I'll take your ammo. And that should do it. So once it says traverse the infinite forest, you are done. So you can skip those 5 and honestly just go straight to this last section, and it counts as a checkpoint. It's already taken me 8 minutes. So again, as I told you guys, not going to be an epic high score run, but if you want to just skip some stuff you don't have to fight for a solo when you're not going for a high score anyway, I may as well do it. So, alright, so this next section is going to be the part where typically you'd have to kill the guys and get on a Sparrow. But I'm going to tell you a nice way you can skip that. So if you're up here, you got a lot of guys fighting guys. What you want to do is try and get over here on this side platform. So if you jump off the side, run the outside, and try and stay in some cover. You may take a few shots, but really what you're just trying to do is get close enough and watch that Centurion on the side there. He's going to hurt. Jump up here and really just try and get as far as you can all the way across. This is just a normal float, and we made it. Now once you're here, you can hop on your Sparrow, and it's active.
I've used the forest to create a simulation of your Sparrow.
So once you're here, just drive and dodge all the enemies. A little Sparrow racing practice will pay off and serve you well. Don't get hit by the big red lasers. They'll still hurt like crazy. Now as you're driving through, it's really optional what path you take. You're mostly safe. Just for fun, we're going to go on the upper deck here. See if I can actually drive fairly well still, if I got it. The only thing I will say that's easier on console is driving. Outside of that, PC is awesome. Yep, I do main my PC anymore most of the time just because going back to PS4 feels really slow. 60 frames per second, just kind of the way hand cannons and stuff like that have felt. It's kind of hard to go back at this point. And if I got a rig, I may as well use it. So, once you're through here, you're actually fairly close to the boss room, but the boss room takes a while and you got a couple phases. So, keep on driving. You should have hit another checkpoint here as well. Come on up and work on these couple enemies first. Now, you're going to have quite a few enemies throwing grenades and things like that. So work on your couple legionaries first. The flamethrower fun boys get to be a bit annoying, so work on those once you got some cover. Definitely shoot them with energy weapons because of their wonderful shields, and of course they like their cover. But also you want to look for your scions basically throughout this entire strike. So I've got a scion somewhere back there peeking around. This dude's going to sit up top and let me blow his back off. They're nice and explosive, they're fun to shoot. But again, you want to look for scions. I've got another one up here. Apparently, I missed a bullet. Thank you. Up here, we're going to have a couple more of these guys, but you also got a scion in the back. So before you even do anything, look for your scion in the back. Try and pick him off, if possible. There we go. There's one more because I saw another beam. I'm going to throw that down there, see how many of these guys I can tag. Now, the Incendor shields work really odd. Normally, you need an energy weapon to work through the shields. Doesn't really seem to matter what I shoot them with. Both go down at about the same pace. So just shoot them with whatever you got. Energy weapons is still kind of the way to go for shields. They just seem to not do as much of a difference on the Incendors, and I don't know why. Or incinerators. No, you're not getting that shield back. I love the explosions, though. And the game looks amazing on PC, I'll give it that. Art Team and Vicarious Visions for the port. You guys crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. But the art team in general, the game looks amazing. There's no question about that. It always feels good, too. So you have a couple guys tucked over in this corner. Grab them before you peek up too far. I think I literally knocked one off the edge. Yep, there's some points. Got a few more guys up here. Just keep creeping up. And again, look for those scions. Try and pick off those snipers so you're not getting picked off in the head from range. There's another one over here on the right as well. And then now we can work on the normal dudes. Legionaries, Incendiors, whatever. Pick them off nice and slow, keep it safe. Again, this is a safety run, just going to survive. Everybody always likes to hide though as soon as you get close to killing them. I understand, they don't want to die, but I'm here to kill you, so don't make it quite so difficult. I'd appreciate that. And if I can get their back to explode, it's just more fun, so I always try and do it whenever possible. Now, you'd think I'd probably go a rocket launcher, but I only have 3 bullets on me now anyway, so I'd love to use a few of those for a boss room. Couple more. Taking a little longer than I thought than I'd like on this section, but they're going to push back a little bit. Well, we're just going to go for some normal damage here. So that's weird. I'm actually not dropping a shield, but I am killing his health down, which is just bizarre. Strange how some things work a little different for some enemies. Not going to argue and try and understand it. It's just how it is. So I'm a little low on the other ammo, so we're going to go back to our wonderful hand cannon here. Try and dodge all the grenades landing at my feet. And I'm just going to pop a shield because I'll have it back in a little while. There's a lot of things flying at my shield. Apparently it's got some ammo. Now, one other thing to keep in mind, you want to kill as many of those enemies from far away as... Watch the snipes. I know the one's back there. Now, you want to kill as many of the enemies as far away as possible because up there is one, basically, elite gladiator. And that dude will mess you up. So be careful about that. Pick off as many guys as possible. And the funny thing is, if you get up close when he's up there and he's the only one left, he's melee. He can't kill you, so just stand above him on a platform. See if I can get up here and show you guys what I'm talking about. So he's up here. He's like, I'm going to get you. Not until I stand on a platform, and I'm totally fine. Hi, dude. Stand up here and just take the shots in your head. You literally can do nothing about it because this platform's tall enough. You're going to go run and hide, which is fine, but I do want your power ammo, so I'm coming for you. Really? Give you a little loop-de-loo around the back here. Thank you. A little bit of ammo, mostly the power ammo is what I wanted there. Alright, so this is the boss checkpoint, 14 minutes in, so these are pretty much the points I'm going to have. Start with this dude. Blow his head off. Alright guys, so take 2 on account of his wonderful psionic blast. We're going to do this again. So, boss room number 1. There's just going to be a cut in there so you guys aren't going to see the previous attempt. So, in here we are going to have some ads. You got to kill them before it goes. So, a couple ads will be floating around. Got a couple stragglers. So once all the ads are down, you might pick up any ammo, orbs that are around. You're going to have what looks to be a nice big old Minotaur. You're like, dude, that dude is huge. And he just gets like Hulk smashed, literally, pretty well. So this is your boy. You want to avoid him and his little psionic gun right there pretty much as possible. Now you're going to have some ads to deal with, but you want to basically keep your distance from the boss as much as you can. Now, if you want to pop a super here, it's not a terrible time to do it. But it's also probably a good time to try and save your ass. So, excuse my language, sorry about that. I try and keep it clean usually, but they slip sometimes. Hi, dude. And again, you want to keep going in a circle so the boss is not right on top of you. If you see him coming around a corner, go the other way or you're going to get smoked. Now, once you do enough damage or basically kill the ads, you're going to pull more ads. So make sure you keep moving and really try not to get hit by a psionic pulse. If you hear that thing, be in cover. Apparently I got a sniper up top. I did not quite mention as quickly as I should have. Kill all snipers as fast as humanly possible. They hurt. They kind of suck. Alright, just for the sake of entertainment, we're going to go and clear some of these ads just to make this a little bit quicker. I'll just do a little more damage to him with that one as I go. Now I'm going to have a few scions up top, but this will at least speed along the damage process. Now hopefully I can get in the back of the room and pick off a couple snipers. They're apparently going to tag me together. That's cute. Alright, boss is literally on my head, so hold the phone. Where's he at? What's up, dude? Are we just shimmying around cover? Hi! Alright, so at this point your ads are down. Make sure you got no snipers up, and it's literally just do damage to the boss so you can move them on to the next room. Us out of here. And that was enough. So super did help push him along. Now when you do this though, you're going to pull some ads. Now you're going to have lasers that spawn. If they're red, they will kill you. If they're yellow, or orange I mean, you can walk through them, whatever your choice of color is. Just don't stand in them. Biggest thing I can advise. It's a good way to get your face melted clean off. So keep using the harpies. This is where your arc Manon is going to come into play pretty beautifully. Alright, shift around. I try and get the harpies first. The Minotaur is pretty easy to take out once the harpies are down. I just like to not get flanked by a random dude who wants to zap me with a laser beam. A couple more. They keep coming in like waves too. They're like not all at once. You'd be like, oh, I totally killed them all. No, no you didn't. Most likely there's still more. There's like 3 or 4 waves of these guys. Alright, so once you're sure you've got all the harpies, then it's Minotaur time. Now, I would not use what I would call a rocket or heavy ammo on this one. You're going to get some from him, but you want to save that as much as you can. Now, if you get him to a point where you can just start unloading some damage on him and you feel like your health is fairly safe, put some good damage into him. Enjoy it. You don't get these opportunities often to smoke a Minotaur. Quit warping. So you can go through the teleporter. I'm just going to punch you in the head. How's that? What do you think of that? Alright, so pick up any ammo and we're going to go into room number 2. Now room number 2 is where I got killed last time, just an unfortunate thing. You hear the normal shots, those are the ones that are basically just going to do typically kinetic damage, but he's got the ones that sound like pew pew pew. It's got a little more of a like sound effect to it, and when that happens you basically want to be in cover, try not to be flying in the air, because I got launched into a wall. Yes, I said pew pew, I'm sorry, but it happened, deal with it. So you're looking for your scions, take those out quick. Now once the scions are down, it's time to move around the room. Now just like before, you're going to kind of play ring around the roosie. Keep your distance from him, try and pick off the ads, and all the ones that are coming down, pick them off as quick as possible. If you get a couple when they're falling in like that, it's just less that you have to worry about. And pretty much always be moving like as speedily as you can be. So look for your legionaries, try and pick those off. Apparently he's just going to be chilling. And then we've got round 2 coming in. So if you kind of keep going in a circle, you'll kind of get them grouped together. Works well at occasional points. Look for your scions. They're still going to hurt. So snipers got to go first. And now's a good time to get out of here because I'm a little scared. You can punch a scion score in the face and it does work. It is verified. So good stuff. Now, if you get a legionnaire to jump up with you, turn around and shoot him. If the boss jumps, run like a crazy person. It's not the time to be brave, it's the time to be smart and survive. And again, always trying to bounce between cover, rotating around the room. It's going to help from you getting scion blasted into a wall, being as that's what killed me last time. That sound right there that you guys could probably hear behind me, blasting away. There we go. Some inner accuracy works when the target's the size of a small barn, but hey, Cabal are not small targets. I'm okay with it though. Sometimes it works in your favor. That time it did not. It's like I can totally hit you guys. Apparently I still can't shoot though. Would you quit hiding? Where are you at? There. Alright, so once all your ads are down, room 2 is basically going to be the same as last time. Just avoid his little sight. That is the thing you don't want to hit. That's the one that launches you into walls. If it doesn't kill you, basically straight away, you'll be hurting pretty bad. So, same principle here. Just dodge him as long as you can. Really try and not be that close to him. That's dangerous as all get out. Wow, I'm not entirely sure how that didn't blast me into a wall, but I'm going to take the luck shot. Now I could probably drop a grenade right here. I'm just trying to save all my big stuff for the last room so I can speed that process along. The last room's not actually as bad as you think it might be. Just because with that room, it's going to be more, you've got different levels to work with, so you actually kind of, it's one of those where if you do it enough, you kind of figure out how to mess with the AI of the boss, and you can tweak with him a little bit. I could do it to speed it along, it just, you know, seems a little futile. I probably have a lot of damage to do to him, though, actually. His health bar is not exactly what I would call low. He's not really a fun, I was like, I don't know what happened. We went from boss rooms where we had plenty of cover, to basically where we have no cover, they run around the whole room, and they chase you like crazy. So they went for different mechanics at a point. When he stands still in that one, if you can get in cover, when he's doing the little psionic kinetic blast, or whatever you want to call it, it's a good time to go for... also, don't stand near him. It's a good way to get your face squished. Promise. That hurt. More than I wanted it to. Well, it's probably time to switch over to my scout rifle. Alright, and next run, running around the pillar. See if I can get the psionic cannon from there. No, you're not going to be nice. That hurt. Well, there's a wall. Maybe you'll walk through that and take a little bit of damage. Probably not. He's a little smarter than that. I say he's smart. He's a Cabal boss. He's probably not that bright. I wouldn't give him Gaul levels of intelligence. Does he have the Gaul to attack me? Apparently he does. Psionic pulses. Fun days. Now, yes, I could do, like, you know, rally barricade. And... ooh, that was way too close. Some of my jumps are not perfect, but it's been a long day, so I'm blaming that. Come on. Where are you going? Oh, hi. He's going to land on my head. So I'm going to use a grenade here because this is taking way too... Okay, I'm getting really lucky, guys. Don't do what I'm doing. Okay, now the lasers are up. So, lasers round 2. You're going to have some more ads. So if you got a wall up, it's a good time to just work on harpies while you can. So, harpy central, pick them off. And again, the Minotaur is really not that bad. His little line laser is not that hard to dodge. You're going to have like 3 or 4 sets of harpies, so wall's going to work fairly well here. Apparently everybody just has laser beams in the Vex. That's just their method of damage. Laser beams, optional, but not really. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the video. I know it's a bit crazy. I would advise against some of my dodging techniques, aka fail whales, but you know, what are you going to do? Main thing is just dodge lasers. Remember, if they're orange, you can run through them just for a brief second and they won't kill you because they're not quite activated. If they are red, they will vaporize your body into wonderful oblivion. It's like being hit with a fusion rifle. Takes about just as long. I know there's one more out there. Where'd you go? Minotaur's down, still working on him. Nice thing about the Minotaurs, in each one you're going to get a little bit of heavy ammo that you can use on the final room. And that's where Rally Barricade's going to come into play nicely, where you can just start dumping damage into the boss. But really, I just kind of pepper him all the way through the final boss fight. Takes a little while. I know this video is going to be a little longer than some other people's, but, you know, give you guys some fun commentary as we go through. Hopefully you enjoy it. Also, guys, I'm kind of curious if you will comment down below. Let me know how the sound quality is. I got a new pop filter on my microphone. It is my same Blue Yeti microphone, which I am a big fan of. I've enjoyed this microphone, really good quality. But I got a new pop filter on it. It's the actual blue pop filter, so sticking with brand, but I've enjoyed it so far. Seems to be looking nice. I just hope it's sounding nice too. Alright, so your final room, you've got kind of 3 levels. You've got a lower area on the left, a lower area on the right, and upper central area. Basically what you can do is get the boss to jump down, jump to the other side, and keep going back and forth so you can manage the ads when they come in, and then just kind of manage him between corners. So, show you guys how this works. So here's the left side. He's going to be over there. If you hide in cover, he's going to jump down. Now, he can't hit you up here. Sometimes he'll come up. Then what you do, just drop down over here. And now if you hide behind this wall, stay fairly close, he will actually jump down here. Now, he might push up on you, but really what you can do from here is just keep switching back and forth. So if you get him to move around, work on some ads this way. Watch that psionic cannon. Now here's a point where if you got a group of enemies and you just want to make sure and kill them safely, quickly, and there's no lasers up right now, it's a good time to kill some ads. And again, if he drops down, jump back up, work on your ads. He's being a little more persistent right now at the jumping. So again, hang tight. If you got to use your get your super up, watch your ads. Now watch him. He typically will not jump over this ledge. He'll usually go back there and try and pick you off from back there. If he does, jump up, and again, work your ads up here. And again, jump down below the ledge. So your levels are going to be really, really crucial here. Use your cover where you've got it. And then once he jumps down, which he usually won't come up there. Hope I didn't actually get him to jump down behind me. Alright. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm sure that sounded wonderful in a microphone. But main thing is you never want to give him a straight shot at you with that psionic cannon. It's really important not to get tagged by that thing. It hurts. I mean a whole bunch of a lot. Alright, so if you want to push him up to that back section, get flush with the wall. He will typically hop down, and then now you can do some damage to him. You're going to get a couple waves of ads. So you can play the game of like, he's going to jump up, I'm going to jump down. He's going to jump down, I'm going to jump up. And you can literally mess with him like this. It's kind of fun to do. And he really won't do much besides jump back and forth. And you're like, okay, I'll get a couple shots. Come back up. Alright, come back up. Get a couple shots. Come on down. It's kind of a good way to screw with the guy. But as he's being a pain in my royal butt occasionally, I'm okay messing with him. Doesn't bother me one bit. Especially when he goes for the big psionic shot. Gives you a few good free shot chances. Hop on back down. We're going to keep this fun process going. Now you will have laser beams in the later part of this fight, so just be aware. I love how you guys in chat said bless you. I appreciate that. Now this is where it's fun because you've got lasers. So If you get a chance to kill ads in any safe, possibly practical way, do it. Be it a grenade, be it a hand cannon in the head, whatever you got, use it. Because you want the ads dead while you can actually have some decent cover without the laser beams killing you. Apparently that dude is just going to go at me from above. Lasers are coming back, so hug your cover up here that you can. Now it's a good time if he's punching up. Now, you can technically crouch under those. I wouldn't advise that because it's a bit tight. No, 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 no. Oh, crap. Alright, we gotta float back. Alright, well, that's not how I'd typically advise that section to go. Little bad floating job there. But watch when you jump up for the lasers. You're just looking for your ads. Apparently somebody just blew him away. It's fine with me. Hop back up. Just be careful. You can crouch under the lasers if you need to. So again, crouch under them. Or just totally walk straight through them like a really unintelligent person. I totally say that's the way to do it. Watch your cover. Try and push him back a little bit. See if I can get him to hop down. There we go. Play like a normal human. And then just switch sides. Now, normally what I would say is just do right this. Land right here, and you're safe. Nice thing is you can peek around the corner, wait for him to fall down, do a little bit of damage, and he's going to come out. Not going to have a whole lot more left, so now it's time to actually put a few rockets in him nice and slow. Or he's just going to chill up here in the middle. Come on, dude. Jump down. There we go. And he gives you a nice standing target, and you can fire that way. And again, once he does that, you can switch cover. Same thing. Wait, reload, have him jump down. Do it again. Just watch your laser beam. I hate it when he does this. Hold your cover. Sometimes he's a little easier to manage. Sometimes he's just a pain in the booty. Jump down. Get a laser in the face. And try not to hit the laser beams. Thank you for Titan floating there. Land back down on the other side. I got a little singe of a laser there. I got a little lucky on this run, but you guys, I think, are getting the general idea and hopefully enjoy it as I would call the wonderful pucker moments. Jump down, buddy. And fire in the face. Now, I know this is somewhat of a tedious process, but that's kind of how these bosses work now. Just take it nice and slow, take it steady. Wait for him to fire. He can't fire while he's jumping down. Shoot him in the face with a rocket. And then we'll clear the lasers and go to the other side. Now, this next one, I might hit him with actually both grenades, just because there are not going to be any more ads. At this point, you are safe. So, give me a double grenade run. And 1, 2. Rocket as well. I need up top. Make sure he's not going to shoot you with the psionic blast. See, now at this point, if you just want to play with the cover, you can hit him square in the face. Jump back down. I'm going to finish him in style, though. I may regret it, but I really kind of hope not. I'm just going to get him down to like 1 bullet. He's going to jump back up. I just want to super him because it's a nice way to finish in a glorious style. So we are almost done. Again, keep watching these lasers. Put a few more shots into him. I don't want to actually kill him. But once I get him up in the middle, it's time for a super finish. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video because we're doing this in style. In the head. Yep, sorry, I win.
It's always an honor, Guardian.
Woo!
Take care of him, Ghost.
If you'll let me.
So I already did it. I did not, in fact, get the hand cannon, but that is a finished run. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the nice Hulk smash finish. But that is the Tree of Probabilities. A little slower. Had the 1 death in there, so I did cut that out for you guys watching on YouTube. But if you're on Twitch, thank you for tuning in. If you are watching this on YouTube, follow me on Twitch so you can watch these done live. Twitch.tv/Ebontis. If you guys want to know anything about my random followings or randomness on Twitter, it's Ebontis there as well. And then, of course, right here on YouTube, if you're following me, hit that subscribe button. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. And also, if you're subscribed, hit that alert bell. It really helps my channel out. So I greatly appreciate that. Leave me a comment about anything. If you thought it was fun, enjoyable. Sorry I dropped the 1 bad word in there. I try and keep it clean. Just doesn't always happen. It's late. And outside of that, thank you guys for tuning in. So hopefully you guys had a good run and a good stream. But as I always say, because I've seen my viewers be from literally all over the world on my YouTube channel, it's kind of a cool thing about analytics. Thank you guys from everywhere. So no matter when and where you're watching, good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, and have a good one. I'll see you soon.